In the heart of the dense, ancient woods, 4 friends ventured, seeking escape from the clamor of city life. Sarah, the adventurous one, organized the camping trip. Mark, her boyfriend, came along, eager for a break from his demanding job. Lily, the nature enthusiast, and Chris, the thrill-seeker, completed the group, both excited for the wilderness. They arrived at their secluded campsite deep within the forest, surrounded by towering trees that seemed to whisper secrets to one another. The sky, painted in dusky hues, promised a starry spectacle later. As twilight settled, they gathered around the crackling campfire, swapping stories and laughter. Unbeknownst to them, eyes concealed in the shadows watched their every move. Night fell, and the forest grew eerily silent. An unnatural chill crept through the air, sending shivers down their spines. Sarah nervously suggested they turn in for the night, their tents placed in a haphazard circle around the fire. In the dead of night, a twig snapped nearby. Everyone awoke with a start, their breaths suspended. They exchanged tense glances, attributing the noise to nocturnal wildlife. But paranoia had taken root. Just as they settled back into uneasy slumber, the chilling sound of a distant, mournful cry echoed through the trees. Chris, the daredevil, grabbed his flashlight and dared to investigate. He ventured further into the shadows, the beam of light revealing nothing but gnarled trees and looming darkness. The others called after him, begging him to return, but he was determined to prove his bravery. Minutes turned to hours, and Chris didn't return. Panic surged through the group, their nerves unraveling like frayed threads. They dared not venture deeper into the sinister forest, so they huddled by the dying campfire, clutching their pocket knives as if they could fend off the darkness itself. As the first light of dawn broke, they found Chris's tent empty. Fear clawed at their throats as they searched for any trace of him. Then, a blood-curdling scream pierced the stillness. They followed the sound, hearts pounding, only to find Chris's lifeless body draped over a mossy log, his throat brutally slit. Shock and terror gripped them, and they knew they had to flee. But escape was elusive, as they were now disoriented in the labyrinthine woods. Every rustle of leaves, every whisper of wind, seemed like the ominous presence of their unseen stalker. Daylight proved no refuge. Their tormentor was patient, always lurking just out of sight. It wasn't long before they realized the sinister truth. The killer knew the forest better than they did, and he was toying with them. Days turned into a relentless nightmare as they struggled to survive. They rationed what little food they had, their eyes darting constantly, haunted by the knowledge that death could strike at any moment. The killer left cryptic messages on tree trunks, taunting them with gruesome rhymes that sent chills down their spines. Sarah, tormented by guilt over organizing the trip, vowed to protect her friends. She became their reluctant leader, devising traps and strategies to evade their pursuer. But every plan seemed futile as the forest itself conspired against them, twisting their senses and leading them astray. Lily, the nature enthusiast, started to notice an eerie pattern. The killer only struck during the night of the full moon, his presence growing weaker during the other nights. Armed with this knowledge, they planned to make their final stand on the night of the next full moon. The fateful night arrived, and they gathered around a makeshift barricade of sharpened sticks and branches, fear gripping their hearts. As the full moon cast an eerie glow over the forest, their stalker appeared, clad in shadows. But this time, they were ready. A fierce battle ensued, the forest bearing witness to their struggle. The killer's true identity was revealed in the chaos, a vengeful spirit bound to the woods, forever seeking victims to quench its thirst for blood. With combined effort and sheer determination, they managed to overpower the spirit and cast it into the heart of a blazing fire. Its agonized screams echoed through the woods as it vanished in a burst of flames, leaving behind only ashes and a haunting silence. The dawn of a new day brought an end to their nightmare. They emerged from the forest, battered and scarred, forever changed by the horrors they had endured. But they had survived, bound by a chilling secret and a shared fear that would haunt them for the rest of their lives.